It's good to see the sun. The whole of Queensland is flooding. They say that it's more floods than Germany and France put together. It's certainly been wet. This is the first chance I've had to get out since that last time. And they're predicting a lot more yet. So I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to get out that much. It could be worse. I really can't handle those guys like you in all that snow. And then it's a nice warm day now. We're still early in the morning, so it's not too bad. But we're just on the Redcliffe Peninsula. We're going to go across our new bridge, which they say, if I heard it right on the news, it's one of the longest in Australia. Certainly be the longest in Queensland. There it is over there, over 2 k's. They certainly had a lot of money, so, but everyone's enjoying the sun. It rained like cats and dogs again yesterday. I managed to get the bike out of the yard. I mowed the yard again, but now it's only going to just grow again. So I'd like to thank all my new friends and say hi to them, and the old ones of course. And hopefully I'll be able to get out a bit more, because that's my intention. I hope that microphone's going this time. I've got it taped, it's a bit near my mouth, so I don't know what that'll do. There's the old bridge and there's the even older bridge, but they've taken most of that away now. Over in that direction is the Port of Brisbane. We're just going on a little ride along the coast road. But this is the opposite way I usually go on. We're leaving the peninsula and going on the southern side. Not for long. Again, really, it's just a matter of trying to get out and do something. That's always the way, isn't it? You get yourself, start getting set up, then you stop for weeks or months, and then you have to start all over again. But while we can start over again, we're doing good. Well, I hope everyone's well over there, and I have, again, like I said before, at least I get time to look at some of your vids, and which that's got a bonus. But I've been dying to get on the bike, and I would be glad when I got all this camera and microphone set up. There's certainly a lot of people out. You trap them in for a few weeks and they come out. So what is it? Is it the 2nd of 2011 today? So I suppose to say Happy New Year to everyone. The floods are really bad. I've never seen it. I've been over here 40 years, I suppose. Never heard of it this bad. Towns are completely evacuated up to their rooftops, and these towns are inland. Though Rockhampton, which I haven't heard the news, it's going to get its share today sometime, or last night, but I hadn't watched the news from then, so I'll but 3/4 of that place, and that's quite a major place for Australia, up along the barrier, or near the barrier reef anyway. But 3/4, they reckon over 4,000 homes. Have been, I think this one, I come in the wrong turn. I turned too soon. Oh well, we go around. I hadn't been over this side for a little while. There's our bridge again. Yeah, it's great to be on the bike. What I did want to talk about today, like I just got to watch out for potholes and things, like that's why I'm not up in the mountains. I think there'd be too much garbage on the ground. I just have a little talk about is what's normal and what isn't normal. Like, I know I'm a loner and actually not normal, so I've never had a trade. I did miss out on getting apprenticeships and things. I just have tatty little jobs, but then I travelled a lot, which was really good, and in the old days I sometimes had 3 jobs in a day, start them all and finish them all, but there was plenty of work there. So I'd work for a little while, maybe even only a month or so, then I'd have the rest of the time off and go exploring, then go and find another job somewhere. So I'm a bit of a rascal, but I should have gone down there. With all of these things, I don't know whether there's another one. We try this one, it should let us down. I had really quite a good time. I spent a lot of time, I've hitchhiked all over Australia, New Zealand in them days. I used to be around with all the hippies and everything, and but I never was into drugs that cost money and other things. So I just had a quiet life. I love the roads actually, which is the thing. I still to this day don't like houses. I just love being out here on the road, and so I'm not, I don't do what other people do in any way, so I find it a bit difficult to mix with the majority. But going back to normal, I count that normal is very wide, and there's a lot of difference in normal. Like if you were going from, say, here to Sydney, which is about 1,000 k's, I reckon that you would maybe have 10 k's at either end of not normal, really not normal, and the rest of us all will be in that 980 k's. So even though we're way different, it's still normal. Like I think I said on one of my other videos, when I turned about 50, as I had lived in the bush before then, built a few houses, I had 6 kids, so that sort of slowed me down a bit, but it didn't, because I had a bus and used to travel around with all the kids and everything in the bus. Oh, I forgot what I was saying. That happens actually. I've forgotten it, but never mind. So yeah, that's right. When I was 50 and did have a bit of, so I've only got 2 kids at home now, and they're older. The youngest one's 20, and I thought I could get myself a motorbike, so I got an old motorbike, and I loved it. And when I did that, there weren't that many people, especially on the peninsula and where I live, riding motorbikes. But over the next few years, there's nearly everybody my age riding motorbikes, and I don't blame them either. So I must be normal, mustn't I? And truly, I do think I'm normal, but with a lot of differences. Most of the differences are self-made as well. I'm not a sportsman. I like to be just out here looking around. I don't need to do too much. And it is a lot of hassle when you're expected to do this and expected to do that. I was saying, I really like it when I ride with people, but as I'm not the richest fella in the world, I was saying I'm a little bit bothered with that, because some people just want to ride just a few Ks. I think we about passed this fella. And then the others, which is a mob I really like, but they want to go 500-600 Ks every Sunday. Well, even though it's on a motorbike, that's still a hell of a lot just to keep going around in circles for. It's really fantastic, but I myself, most I like to do is about 300, because I love stopping beside the road. I think that just stop there, have a smoke, which I shouldn't smoke, but now this is Sandgate, so this is a really cute little place. I like Sandgate. It's got the railway, and so this is about as far as the railway comes. Oh, we want to go left here. There's the railway station. But it's a nice little place. It's very oldie-worldy for Australia, because we haven't got a lot that's old world. You can notice a lot of boating being done here. Most of the boats, they just sit in the harbour. I used to get boats, lived on a yacht with the kids for 2 or 3 years. It was one of the cheapest ways. Like, I've always had a place in the bush, but it would only cost us, I was living at Southport, which was next to Surfers Paradise. Only cost about $20 a week, and that gave you water and electricity. Had a 10-metre yacht. The worst was I wanted to go sailing, but the Broadwater over here is so shallow that you really was in less an area than this road is. So it made it really difficult when you had a 5.5 foot keel. So basically I mainly used the boats just so we could come in and get some city time. Or I always like living with and around people that have got an awful lot more money than me, because they're a lot happier. I suppose money must help to make happiness. It's which it surely does. Like one fella met, I don't know, it was on some TV or something, said that money may not make happiness, but I'd prefer to be unhappy and have lots than be unhappy and have none. So, well, I think you've got to say that. And